Here at the Buc-ee's supercharger because we are going to try that self-serve. Okay, so I am here at the Buc-ee's in Bastrop, Texas, and I'm trying something new today. There's apparently a self-serve demo drive here where you can take out a Model 3 or a Model Y without having to interact with anyone in person. This sounds way too good to be true, so of course you know that I had to try it. So as you can see, in just about 13 minutes here, we're gonna start the drive. I got an email after scanning a QR code right in front of the Buc-ee's that says schedule your demo drive today. We've scheduled it for 3 p.m. You must have a valid driver's license. You may invite up to 3 guests to ride along. So I think that one of the most annoying parts about trying to buy a new car is the idea of going to the dealership and having to deal with these shark-like salespeople that are putting pressure on you. So this is a really interesting way to test out a Tesla by not having to interact with anyone, less pressure, and hopefully it's gonna be a seamless experience. We're gonna be testing out a Model Y today. You basically scan this code and there was an appointment available within 30 minutes after scanning this code. So it's really convenient so far, and we're gonna see how the actual drive goes. So again, I'm just going through the experience with you guys in real time. We're less than 3 minutes out from the drive. They say that a Tesla advisor is gonna contact me, and the location of the drive, the self-serve, is actually here in the Buc-ee's. So I'm trying to figure out where the cars are, but check out these cars. It looks like there's a little sticker. So let's go see if I'm right. This is the self-service check-in, so let's go to the Model Y. I'm actually really excited for this. Okay, so self-serve demo drive check-in. Gonna scan it. And it takes me to a forms. What is your first and last name? It is not Ellie in space, I'm sorry. Thanks, your message has been received. Please allow up to 5 minutes for assistance as we may be assisting other customers. Okay. I really like this concept so far. It'll be interesting to see if other companies adopt this approach. However, I think obviously one of the advantages that Tesla has is having that keyless entry, which is such a little feature, but it makes a huge difference. It's one of my favorite features on my Model 3 is this is my key. And as long as my phone is charged, I'm gonna be getting into my car. But it'll be interesting to see if other people take this approach. And it does seem kind of too good to be true, but you gotta remember, this has Sentry mode, this has cameras all over the car, so I think Tesla will be able to figure out if some tomfoolery goes on. So they just called me, I missed the call, of course, but I do have to talk to someone on the phone. This is their self-serve hotline. Oh.
Hi, Melody over here with Tesla on a recorded line. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm trying to do the self-serve demo drive and I accidentally missed the call. I'm standing here next to the Model Y.
That's okay. So it looks like we just need a picture of your driver's license.
Okay. It's a really interesting concept. So here I go into reporter mode and ask this poor woman on the other end of the hotline a ton of questions, but hey, I couldn't help myself. I learned that they debuted this self-serve idea back in February of this year in Emeryville, California, and they've significantly expanded since then. Buc-ee started offering the service in May, and Houston recently opened a few locations for a self-serve. The self-serve is helpful for places like Texas, which are big and spread out, so an option like this gives more people a chance to experience a Tesla without having to be near a showroom. I just think it's such an interesting concept, and so you're saying it's not necessarily to avoid salespeople, it's more because there's not a lot of showrooms?
Yeah, so there's not a lot of showrooms, and then it also just it gives people more of an option to be able to drive. So there's more locations,
Gotcha.
more people to be able to experience it. And then since it's a very online hassle-free process,
Right.
we decided to start the self-serve locations and see how that would do. And so people have been loving it. A lot of people really like it.
But right now, California and Texas, anywhere else?
Yes, so Yeah, I have a list for you.
Okay, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, California, Texas, Georgia, Colorado, Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, Illinois, North Carolina, and then Maryland. No.
Okay,
Looks
great.
like about it for right now.
Great. All right, great. Thank you. Oh, I just saw it wake up. I saw the lights. It opened its eyes.
It's ready for you. And then my system's gone.
I also noticed that I could only reserve a 3 or a Y, so I wanted to ask her if you could self-serve demo the X and the S, and she says yes, but it's just not available in all locations.
Most of them have all 4 models.
Okay.
There are some locations that only have 3 and Y.
Okay.
But a lot of the locations are getting the whole entire lineup now.
Great. Okay. Okay. And do you guys like do proof of insurance for people or no?
Honestly, I'm not too sure about how it works. We haven't really, at least from what I've experienced, we haven't really had too much of an issue with that.
Okay. Interesting.
I know all the cars are insured, and then if something were to happen, then we would get in contact with you to get insurance.
Gotcha.
But I'm not too sure how the process works.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Great.
And then the car should be unlocked. You should be able to get right.
Okay, the car is unlocked. Great. Oh yeah. All right, so she wants us to go charge it a little bit, which thankfully we're here near a charger. So before I had the chat with my Tesla advisor, I was wondering how they charge the cars. Do they have to have someone, a Tesla employee, come all the way out here? No, they have the self-serve chumps who take the demo drives, charge the cars. So it makes sense now, and it's actually really smart. We're here at a charger with many stalls, so you know, I guess it's up to people if they really want to wait 50 minutes. I'm probably not going to charge it that much, but that answers that question. Okay, so speed limited to 85 miles per hour. We are going to take it on a little drive. We've done a little bit of charging, and that's good enough for me. So it's not completely humanless. I still had to have a phone call with someone. However, it is a Saturday and I'm able to do this, right? So it still is very impressive. And she said we could have the car for up to an hour. Now, I'm not going to keep it for up to an hour because, listen, I'm already indoctrinated in the Tesla family, but it is slightly, I mean, it's definitely higher up than my car. Oh, I was going to check and see if it has FSD. So I doubt that it does. I really doubt it, but we'll try it. Auto steer not enabled. Okay, so we're gonna try and find a place to U-turn, and then we're gonna try to launch it, because I've never launched a Tesla. I'm just kidding. I want to let you guys know if you can do it, or if I'm gonna get a call from my advisor saying, what the heck are you doing, lady? I doubt it. I mean, they have the speed capped, so. If you've never driven in Texas, we have very unique U-turns under the overpasses. So you gotta be mindful of what lane you're in, because if you're trying to turn left, you don't want to accidentally be in the U-turn lane. However, these U-turn lanes are very convenient. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And we don't have to wait for any green light. We just go. All right, that worked out. Overall, I think that this is a really cool experience. I'm glad that, you know, Tesla has this offered in multiple states right now, and I think that it's something that you should try out. Especially, I have a lot of my viewers say they've never even driven a Tesla, so really, you can do this, and pretty much no strings attached, unless you get into an accident. But anyway. Okay, so final thoughts. I have to make sure that I lock the car before I leave, which I'm going to do. She said to leave it there. I gave it a little bit of charge. I do think that this is a great idea, but the question is it still seamless enough for people to want to download the Tesla app, for example, which is something that I already had? Is it still a hassle? I think it's much less of a hassle, but you guys let me know in the comments, is this something that you would try out for yourself? Oh, and P.S. I do have a referral code, so if you want to schedule a demo drive and not buy a Tesla, you can still use my code. It helps out my channel, and you can take a test drive of a Tesla.